made it here to the job of the day. This morning we're starting off with this one dead ash tree here. We also have to cut the lower branches of this one tree here. Nothing crazy. On this one huge oak tree here, we're just cutting all the dead stuff off of it, getting rid of all the lower stuff a little bit, a couple branches on the bottom side, all this dead stuff you see here, a couple of the higher ones there, clean it up a bit. The mini all ready to go. Chip truck staying right there. We also have that one small tree that's right behind that mini. I don't know how well you can see it. And there's a couple small piles of brush that we also got to remove. Get out of those over here, getting ready to go up into the bucket. We're gonna start off with this one tree here, knock this out, and then we'll move on to the oak tree, knock out that one small branch, and then move on to the tree in the front. We're about done with this first tree here. Got a whole lot of cleanup left. I'm gonna set up the camera on time lapse while we knock out this whole area, and Bernardo finishes up the tree. Done with this tree here. I'm gonna start picking up all these logs while the guys break up all the branches. Then we'll knock out those smaller branches right there on that one tree, and then we'll move on to the big oak. I still have a couple logs that I need to pick up, but I'll leave that like that for now. I'm gonna start helping out the guys with these branches here. We're gonna clean up this whole area and then I'll get back to loading the logs. I moved all the branches to there. They're all ready to get chipped up. Gerardo's bringing the bucket in so he could grab all these dead branches on this right side here. This small tree right here is going, so I'm gonna quickly knock that out, chip up all the branches, get that all done, get this all chipped up, and Gerardo's gonna finish up with this tree here. While the guys get that all chipped up, I have to go drop I think it was a small dogwood that's on the other side of this house here. This is actually the front of the house. This is the, I guess, the side area. Not too sure, but we're gonna go quickly knock that out. It's just the small one here. I'm gonna just quickly cut it, and then I'll have Jonathan come with the mini and grab it, take it right up to the chipper. The guys are basically done with all those branches there. Jonathan hopped on the stump grinder. We're gonna get that piece of wood off of there so he can start stump grinding this stump here. We also have to stump grind that small tree that I knocked out there. All done with the stump. Still got a bit of cleanup here. Got a couple logs we got to pick up, like the one over there. The guys are basically done with that whole area there. Still got a bit of cleanup. I already loaded most of the logs into the GMC. Right now the guys are gonna have lunch. I'm gonna head over to get that truck dump, and then when I get back we'll finish up with the logs and continue with the cleaning. Completely full. Luckily the dumping spot's only a couple minutes down the road. We're gonna head over there, get it dumped, and then we'll head back. Just made it back here to the job. The guys finished cleaning up this whole area. We knocked out that one stump there. Bernardo's on the mini now, loading up the rest of the logs. There's only a couple more. I'm gonna go clean up that stump grinds a little bit better, leave that all cleaned up. The guys are gonna start loading everything up, get that all ready to go, and we're gonna head out of here. For anyone who's wondering why I still got sneakers on, I still have my brace on. I couldn't get my boots on. This is still the first week of me back after spraining my ankle. Feels much better. I could place it down. Doesn't really hurt much. Sometimes here and there if I step on it weird, but other than that, I'm all good. I want to keep the brace on just so it all heals up correctly. It's all good to go. The guys just headed back to the shop just to drop the bucket truck. From there, we're gonna head over to another job. I'm gonna walk around just to show you guys exactly what we did. So we trimmed up all the dead stuff off this oak tree here, left it all nice and clean. Cleaned up all the branches here. Grass was all cleaned up. All the logs were picked up. We also started the day off by knocking this one ash tree that was here. Got that stump all grinded down, cleaned it up, flattened it out the best as possible. We took some of the stump grinds out, flattened it all out, left it all nice and clean. The one dogwood that I knocked out, that's all done, cleaned up, everything's all good. We also knocked out this one small tree that was here, grinded that stump, left it all cleaned up. Now I'm gonna head over to the shop. Our chip truck is almost full. We actually have to dump it a little bit, so we're gonna head to the shop, get that dumped a little bit. Where we're going next, we don't really need to chip up much, but we do need some room, so we're gonna get a little bit of the chips out of there. Then we're gonna head over to the next job. The guys are disconnecting the chipper, but Edel's gonna take it back there so he could dump the chips, and he'll come back, we'll connect it right back up, and we're gonna head over to the next job. Made it here to our next job. Here we were knocking out these two trees here that Bernardo already dropped. Now we have to clean up all these branches here. All the wood is staying. We have to drop it over there for the neighbor. We also have a couple trees here that we have to knock out. All these small dead ones here, like this one here, the small one here, the one leaning. Knock that all out. We also have to stump grind these two stumps here, knock that all out, clean everything up. Get out of here, call it a day. Chip truck's all set up. The guys are all ready to go. I'm gonna hop on the mini now, start grabbing all these branches. But Aldo's gonna deal with all the logs, cutting all the branches up. I'm gonna start picking up that whole area there, clean everything up, start knocking stuff out. All done here with the 2 trees. Got both stumps grinded down, cleaned up the whole grass, left it all nice and clean. Stacked up all the wood there for the neighbor. Picked up all the wood that was here, the trees that we dropped there, cleaned that all up. Left that all nice and clean. Driveway here where we had the chipper was all cleaned up. Everything was all passed with the blower. We're all set. We loaded up the mini and the stump grinder. The guys are all ready to go. We're gonna head back to the shop, call it a day. Just made it back here to the shop. It was a real long day, but we got everything done. I just want to thank anybody who took their time out of the day to watch the video. Any questions, any comments, any tips for me, leave them down below. Catch you guys next time.